Live at the Barbershop with Q.
Oh, okay, all right.
John, the Magnificent.
I'm with that.
I was just trying to amp it up, you know?
Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me. Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me. Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me.
Live at the Barbershop.
Here we go.
1 2 1 2. Yeah, we back. Yeah, man. Fresh off of vacation, staycation, laycation, Labor Day weekend. Unfortunately, sorry for y'all. We had to dip out.
Yeah.
And, we said, we was on the airplane. We said, we gonna do it from DC. Cause we went out to DC and Baltimore to just see what it really looked like for ourselves.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Virginia too. Did a little road trip, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Nisha J. Nisha J came through, hung out with the fam. Shout out to Kiwi. Kiwi, what up? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Malik and the whole family for showing the hospitality and how they do in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the whole family and everything too, man. My uncle, my aunt, everyone out there too.
Yeah. Even though you hear so much that craziness in DC,
it
wasn't for us. It was an experience.
Yeah, we didn't see it like that.
It was an experience for me. It's my first time in DC, and it was good. We were in that deer country. You sit on the back porch and you eat breakfast and look at the deers.
Yeah,
it was an experience for me. It's cool.
I'm a College Park representative.
Yo, Q waking up every morning. Yo, you seen the deer?
Shout out to University of Maryland, man.
When we get up in Miami, you know what we see,
Yeah.
That car.
Shorty.
What we see? What we see?
Cars.
Shorties.
Shorties.
Yams.
Hey, we're not going to talk about
You don't want no yams?
No yams.
You don't want no yams?
We're not gonna
I'll take
talk
the
about no
yams. You don't want the yams? I'll take the
Oh,
yams.
so DC got a lot of yams?
DC had a lot of yams. Yam City. So, to everyone out there too, please, if you ever visit DC, you got to go to African American History Museum, man. You have to. It is an experience that I shouldn't even, not just blacks, but everyone needs to see this thing. And of course, I don't even want to mention what this man is trying to eradicate out of history, but you get the opportunity to go see it for yourself.
Yeah.
See the history on everything. I saw a couple of people that I knew that was on the board that made it on a certain because they have different floors. In the hip hop section, I saw some heads that I knew. So I'm like, okay, some of y'all made it. And somehow, what's her name? Nene Leakes. She made it on the board too. I don't know how she made history, but she was on the board. I don't know. I was surprised.
Nah, man.
Yes, she was. That's for facts. I seen her. So I guess just being her.
Yeah, we got pictures and stuff of it.
So
We'll post.
We'll post. But shout out to everyone out there. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Purple Rain was on there.
Yeah. What? People like them, man. We understand. You actually made forms. You got the music. Everything is theirs. You know what I'm saying? So
pioneers.
Yeah, I'm taking nothing from nobody. So shout out to everyone. Do your history. Yeah. So tonight, back fresh in the flesh. I'm your host for the night. My name is John. Sitting next to me is my man Q. What it do?
Yeah, I'm your boy Q. What's up?
AP is in the building as always. AP, what it do? What up?
What's good, my brothers?
AKA Barry White. I got my man Black Eyed T's in the building. What's good?
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
So there's a lot of shit.
Man,
What I do?
All right, so
what I do?
Oh, y'all trying to play games?
Hey, dude, working out his voice also in the gym.
So not really trying to play games, man.
Yo,
Black Eyed T came like his voice is also in the gym, man.
It shocked me a minute ago,
Yeah,
he wasn't with me in the gym.
Yeah, he over there talking good, and all of a sudden introduction. Come on, bro.
So there's a few things on the table for tonight. So AP, I'm gonna let you lead off.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Chop it up. There's a
Yeah.
few things that's
Yeah.
in social media that we have to touch. So AP, I'm gonna let you jump off with this one first. All right.
I don't know if you guys like caught this or anything, but in Georgia, there was some craziness that happened with some three adolescents broke into a home, and if you ask me, they got what they were looking for. They ended up getting shot up.
Mhm.
One died in the house,
Mhm.
and two died at the hospital.
Mhm.
And the crazy thing about it is, when a lot of these times these things happen, and you have parents that end up talking about, I don't know, well, Tommy was a really good boy. He ain't never did
Mhm.
nothing
Yeah.
wrong, blah, blah. But
But he was in
3
somebody.
a.m., what you doing in somebody's house?
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
What
4 o'clock in the
they?
morning.
Yeah, what was the age group again? 15.
Uh,
The oldest is 16.
oh, two. I think two of them was 16 and one was 15.
Yeah. And
Oh.
where is your 15-year-old at that 4 o'clock in the morning? Where is mommy? Where is daddy? Where is how they comes out the house to be on the street at 4?
See,
They wasn't ready for
so here's
school.
the thing. And again, sometimes it's the environment and stuff. Sometimes it's just kids they just wicked.
They,
You know what I'm saying? Meaning that I've been around different sets. I've been around kids that had just single parent, kids that had both parents, kids that had everything that they needed, but they just hunger to try and be on that street level. You know what I mean? And I remember back in the days, they used to do this thing where you would cut school, then whoever is the break-in king, that dude would go break into somebody's house, right? And then they would have what you would call a hooky party, right? You literally just lay up in the person's house, eat their food, chill out all day until when you figure this is about the time when they probably be coming back, so we all gonna exit and dip out. Used to be males, females, a bunch of heads. They used to just cut from house to house, right? And I remember one time I got invited to it, and I started going to it, but at the time I didn't know they were breaking into houses.
Huh.
So, of course, they get the females to try to lure you. So you're like, yo, where y'all going? We're going to such and such spots. You say, all right, cool. You get there now, but you starting to look and say, hold up, something ain't right, because why
All
homie?
these people are white in the pictures.
Well, hey, hold up. I didn't even make it in the house. This is what I'm saying is this time when you got to use common sense, right? Start walking down the block. It's a whole set of us, right? Now, mind you, here it is now. This is in the 80s, late 80s. This was during junior high school. This is late 80s. Just a whole set of black kids going into some neighborhoods where it's probably mixed, but predominantly might be all white.
Oh, shit.
Okay? So anybody that know Queens like that, we talking like some spots was in the Rosedale, Lawrenton, what they call LA area. And it depends on what block you was ending up on, right? So I started walking, bunch of them, but then I started seeing one or two of them sliding through windows. I'm like, yo, why they sliding through the basement window when you say one of them live here? Oh, nah, they don't live here. We just gonna go in there while they not there.
So when you go in, what did you see?
Nah, I ain't going in. That's my point.
No,
You see what I'm saying?
wondering what you see, grape juice or grape?
Nah,
Right,
I didn't see nothing because again, I didn't go to the previous ones. Everybody kept telling me, yo, we was chilling, smoking, eating their food, doing this, foot up on their table, taking the shit, they toilet, all that, right? Now I'm sitting there and I remember walking up and seeing one or two sliding in the window. I'm like, then want to open the front door. So I'm like, hold up. Whose house is this? Oh, I don't know. Who cares? You don't know. Now I'm good. Turn back. Me and my other homeboy was like, yo, we good. Think I'm about to get caught up in it. This is the thing I'm saying. Someone was the leader of that 3-pack
Yeah.
to say, yo, let's go rob this person, right? At some point, somebody gotta have common sense to say, well, yo, yeah, I'm good. I'm not riding out with you on this one.
No.
Because 4 o'clock in the morning equals trouble. What they
Yeah.
say, demon time? Okay,
Yeah.
Yep.
that's one. Two, in the South, damn near everybody's a gun owner. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's Russian roulette you playing. And then three, yeah, at this point where you seeing they are literally going after every rapper, every person that got money or anything like that. Why are you putting yourself in that target zone? Like, I'm good. I don't need to follow the crew to understand what jail looked like. I don't need to thug out to make it seem like I'm cool or I'm hard or anything like that. Use common sense. I'm going to be here.
But
I ran with a lot of thuggish ruggish, but I'm still here. The difference is a lot of them are not here or they still locked up. You see what I'm saying? So at some point, you got to use your head. And then, like you were saying, for the parents,
a lot of these kids these days, they jumped into this thing too easy and too quick, saying, I'm bored. I'm bored. They easily. And that's their excitement that they find to go do something.
I think me and AP was talking about this the other day before we left out for DC. I said, I ran into some people and I noticed some of them was like gung ho on trying to be like around thugs, around this, or around that. You know what I'm saying? And we was laughing about it because I was saying, what's crazy about it? Because they was like, somebody made a comment like, yo, you probably ain't even one part of the street, so you soft or something like that. And I started laughing because I'm like, are you funny? I'm like, listen, just because you're not seeing me doing cartwheels, you don't know nothing about me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, any real person that been on that section, we ain't got to advertise.
Your name gotta be called.
I go into any hood. I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, those people that never really been in it, it's like they have a hunger, a different craving to try and be around it and try to be over the top about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how you can tell, like, yeah, you ain't never really been about this life because anyone that knows it and really was in it ain't trying to
Ain't
be
trying
in
to be around it.
it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're not trying to see this for the rest of your life. Who wants to be around that and going in and out of this and that? After a while, it's like, yeah, I'm good. I'll take the calm portion of life when you reach a certain age also,
Yeah.
you know? So going to the parents, like you were saying, now here comes the storyline that Jack was a good boy. What was the song that Bob sang?
I've seen a lot of that.
I forgot what was it, Jimmy or
Johnny.
Johnny? Oh, the one where he said the mother was crying.
Johnny was a good
Johnny
boy.
was a good boy. All right, so my bad. I don't know. It didn't click right away,
What?
but Johnny, Johnny's always a good kid until
What?
Johnny ain't good. Well, go ahead, AP. You were saying the parents were saying that Johnny was a good boy.
Yeah, I mean, from what I
All
heard,
three of
the parents are trying to like they want to sue or have the
them.
man
Have
convicted or something like that because they don't feel like he should have shot them or anything. But plain and
Hmm.
simple, if you
Eh,
come in my crib at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you're not coming to pray with me. You ain't no
yeah.
Jehovah Witness.
Facts.
Yeah.
You ain't bringing no Bible. And
Yeah.
even if you were bringing a Bible, it don't matter. I didn't invite you into my home at all. I had warning signs outside of my house.
Mhm.
Trespasser will
Um,
be shot.
That's what it said.
Yep.
so it's like common sense ain't common
Right.
Yeah.
at all. And there's this certain privilege that some of these kids have now that they think that they bigger than anything. But and I know somebody stupidly is going to blame rap music on it, and that's BS. Because I don't care
Stupid.
how
It's stupid. Yeah.
you got songs flocking, like flocking and stuff like that. But no, man, it's there's something wrong with our society right now where you know a lot of the crackheads or crackhead drug influenced kids are now their parents
Mhm.
that had kids, and they're not parenting the same way that we got the parenting,
Right.
right? They're more trying to be friends to their kids, buy Jordans, buy things
Mhm.
that they couldn't get back in the day to
Yeah.
make these kids feel a certain way. And realistically, what they keep seeing on TV ain't real, because
Right.
every one of these rappers, all of them, Lil Bootie's, all Lil Bootie's kids except for one that just got locked up in Atlanta for carrying a switch. All the
Bo-
rest of them,
Boosie?
Lil Boosie's son.
No, man.
Yeah, and he got turned in by you know who?
Uh, oh.
Charleston White.
No, man. Boosie.
Yep. He said,
Uh,
"I'm
Boosie,
coming to Atlanta,
a dog, man.
and I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set that boy up so he can get locked up." He got in. The little boy threatened him. He told the police where he was, what he was carrying. They found him, picked him up. He's in jail.
mm. South Charleston White. That's you know how it go with him.
He's
That's
gonna
how
be.
he keep relevant with things. You know.
That's Boosie. That's Boosie boy, man. Boosie.
Come
Boosie.
on, man.
Come on,
But you
man.
know, again, here's the problem with it. The society right now. You know, I always stop and try to figure out what drives somebody to really go rob, steal, and break into somebody's house. Like, you know,
The gun.
like what's it? No, but I'm just saying, what's the driving force? Like, is it a hunger to just know that you can get in,
Gun,
get
man.
stuff? Yeah, but you
They
don't
don't.
know necessarily that every
They don't.
homeowner has a gun.
The gun give you
No,
that.
I'm saying breaking in, not
Oh,
robbing somebody with
okay.
the gun,
Breaking in.
but just breaking into somebody's house. What is the driving force? Is it the fact that you got away with the last one? Is it the fact that
Yeah.
it's a thrill factor to know that you can get in and get out without waking the person? It's like I would really love to sit down and talk to
Yeah.
like a veteran thief. You know what I'm saying?
A
Like,
lot of the kids I work with in the program, the mentoring program,
I get an interview
it's
from
either
the
that
interview.
go ahead.
it's
Go ahead,
either
man.
that they're bored, they're trying to find something
Yeah.
to do, trying to find excitement. At the end of the day, it comes to upbringing and really having something to live for. Because if you have something to live for, you're not doing that, right? So I usually tell these kids, like, if you don't have a mission and a goal, you're doomed to fail, because the mission and the goal should be able to guide you on what you do daily.
Yeah.
But see,
And
I
yeah,
don't mean to cut you, but see, this is the thing where I'm still trying to fix it in my head because, again, I mainly grew up on the street, right? But again, we had different outlets here and there. Like we had PAL, um, YMCA was here and there. It wasn't really around in our neighborhood. Like you had to go a little bit ways for the YMCA, but the PAL was around. But even all the thuggish ruggish heads was playing ball in the PAL. So we had, some. So the thing what I'm saying, even if they did put community centers for these kids to go to, something is still going to drive this particular individual to not go there and to still go deal with things. You
Bro.
see what I'm saying? I just think some of it, I don't know if it's in the DNA, the birth, or you know what I'm saying? I don't understand it because, like I said, some heads that I know, they just have a drive to just do that.
You mentioned something earlier. I know you're a New Yorker. You do codes, beloved,
No, I don't do beloved, but
No,
yeah,
but oh
and
my
it's
God.
beloved, not beloved, but
Yeah, beloved.
fish.
It's in the scripture. It's a scripture.
Yes, for females,
No,
yeah.
it's what is
beloved.
scripture? Yeah. It. Oh my
Oh, don't
God.
tell them that now, because they
Is
gonna
it
run wild
Mark?
with that.
What is scripture? Is it? Oh
But then
my
you still gotta
God.
ask yourself, that person that wrote it, what was he?
Yeah,
Beloved.
it's one of the it's a scripture from
Fairy
one of the
tales.
disciples. No, I know
You saw it the
one.
other day. Somebody said it.
Yeah, no, I read it.
Okay. And it said beloved.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
man to man.
No, my beloved,
Right,
meaning
right.
talk to I think it was in John the Baptist.
Could be. Okay.
Yeah,
But
my
John
beloved,
who was he talking to?
his
His
brothers.
people.
Yeah,
Okay.
To the disciples, probably.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, in that term, then you could say it can kind of fit.
yeah.
One on one,
But look
that's a little weird though.
on an individual.
Because
Yeah,
my beloved crew, or if you word like that, it's like a blanket spread.
yeah.
But if I'm sitting there looking you in your eye and I'm saying beloved, yeah, nah, that's weirdo. That's weirdo.
I mean, maybe there's terms it
That's
has.
weirdo. I'm sorry.
My brother.
I listen,
You know.
brethren, brother, all that. We're good with that.
But going back to what I was saying, you made a phrase about something PL something
PAL, PAL,
Okay, okay.
Police Athletic League. That was
Okay.
that was like a out.
I know about the YMCA, but when you
Right.
said
That's
that,
like
I don't know that.
that's like
We
the
got
opposite of
PAL.
the
Yeah.
the YMCA.
We got it here.
You know what
Huh?
I'm saying?
PAL.
PAL. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You know. But I don't know. The parents just need to understand that look,
So no,
you can't control everyone. And then that goes for you might think this is a church kid. When he leave the church, he might be wilding out. You might have the opposite. You tell everybody my son's a career criminal and he's out there doing community work. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know. The problem is when the end results is here in front of you, you just have to accept it.
Yeah, and no, the situation's a little bit different, you see, because it's a brother who
Mhm.
shot him, so
Mhm.
it's not like a protest saying it's
Black and white
racial,
issue.
It's a
And see, here's
racial
the thing with
issue,
it. At the end of
and
the
that
day,
now, yeah,
but at the end of the day, even if it was a white guy, a Spanish guy, whatever guy,
he enters their house, property.
you're in somebody's house at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
But you know, it would be and more blast and
Yeah, but it shouldn't
three
be.
young men. So
But it shouldn't be.
yeah, it
Mm,
should.
It's just a square,
It's crazy, man.
straight up, no gray areas. It just is what it is.
Yeah, and you can't control every kid's man.
Mhm.
A kid could say he's here when he's not.
But
See
I
what I'm
think
saying?
listen.
It's
First of all,
hard.
here's the thing. I don't know about anybody else. AP, I know me and you. We come from the West Indian parents.
I think me too.
Yeah, definitely you too.
I would hope so,
I would
but
hope so, you know what I'm saying?
It is a
Somebody told me
and
you was
and me.
originally from Alaska. I don't know. You know, but at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm pretty sure
Mm,
my parents kind of can figure out if I was in the house or not here and there. You know what I mean? Like if they last spoke to me at 11, everybody going to bed, or I was watching TV, or my father or mother got up to use the restroom or something, they usually would pop their head in or knock on the door or something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So someone knew that that child is usually out there like that and don't have a curfew, don't have no rules and regulations.
Yeah.
They do whatever they want to do, come in whenever they want to come in, and that's that. So long as you don't get caught or I don't hear no police knocking on my door or anything like that, up until that point,
Yeah.
little Johnny's good.
It's crazy.
Because
or
nobody can tell
or
me right now if my son's missing at 4 a.m. that I don't know he's not in my house.
or that could be the time that the parents are out doing their garbage.
Well,
So,
And
they could be high,
and
or
kids
they could be
picking
working.
that
For
too.
and
example,
kids
right
picking him
now,
up. Yeah.
most of those parents in those situations are doing 2 to 3 jobs. So they
No,
going from one job to the next job, come home, set up food, make sure the kids are good, and they go right back to work.
that's true too.
Then
But at the same time, even in a scenario like that, you and I know we'd be checking in.
yeah.
Yo, you
You have
good?
no choice.
You know, you good? Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
it's just
Or you'll be like, all right, if you know you leaving to go to work at let's say 12 or something like that, right? We understand if 4 o'clock came around, but you would still, when that child is getting up for school, certain little things like that. So you would still be checking in here and there and stuff like that. And again, financially is different scales and things, but technology today, you drop a camera in the house to check up on kids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I, you know, I don't see it going anywhere, and I don't think any judge is going to see that and really participate in that. I don't see it.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that.
For them to say, "Oh, he need to be arrested," and like, why are they there at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Now it's a difference now if they try to get out the house, he went out into the backyard, shot them, dragged them back in, and all that stuff.
That's
That's a questionable situation that's going on. You know, like if he woke up, saw them, and they took off. I don't know if anybody remember the scene in um Boys in the Hood when Lawrence Fishburne got up, heard something, the dude was creeping, the wood kind of chirped, he grabbed it. 350 said he bust on and bust a hole right through the door. Just missed the dude. That's situations like that. Now, if he had ran out the house, shot him while he was going down the street or something like that, then
That's
dragged him
different.
back, then I would understand to say, yes, now we have a court case. We got something going on because the guy was actually leaving empty-handed. Even if he grabbed something while he was going, the law says once he starts to leave, it's off
Yeah,
limits.
and that's also one of the things. The law is protecting the dude,
Mhm.
saying the stand your ground
stand your ground.
laws and all these things. There is no
because
charge.
neighbors.
But I mean, aside from the stand your ground situation, just the rights to bear arm at one point anyway, he's on your property.
Yeah,
So, you know,
but they want to press charge.
so I don't know about that. So now, AP, you have anything else before we move into the next segment?
Nah, man. Hey, just look out for your kids, and it's sad because back in the day, you have a community that would be looking out for these kids to guide them in the situation. But now it's like, yeah, don't try to discipline my kid.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah,
need to
yeah, yeah.
be. But
Nobody wants you to talk
sad
about their
story,
kids.
man.
It's sad all the way across the board.
Yeah,
But again, the unfortunate part of it, like you said, somewhere along the line, they seen and knew something was shifting. They didn't reel them back in. Somewhere along the like you got three different individuals from three different families. So how three different family members didn't realize like, yeah, where these kids at 4 in the morning.
3 young men.
Unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Condolences again. But moving on, what you got here now?
What, the young Tug situation?
Yeah. Thugger.
Wow.
You do you think it's snitching or just dude just expressing their
Pillow
feelings?
talking.
Yeah, yeah. That's
The one main thing to me is why is Shorty even recording? Like
It's not
It,
even.
it's not
nah,
her, but what I'm
that's not
saying is
her.
I
But
know it's
that
not it's the
jail.
jail.
Yeah.
Understand, but who released it then?
Somebody from
that
Somebody from the
that's
jailhouse.
something else. That's something else that we got to really think about.
I
Like
shouldn't say the Shorty,
who
my bad.
who and why are they doing it?
Mhm.
What is it for?
Right? Like think about it. Like it's got to be something to either somebody that's like, man, he got away with it, so we
So
gonna
now we
stick it
gonna
to
get
him any
there.
which
Yeah.
way to show that he is this that. But any which way, it's still wrong,
Mm-hmm.
even though some of the stuff that he said is right.
Right.
You know,
What
Let's break down some of the stuff that he
what,
said.
what are the right?
um,
What she said? She's stupid.
when he said, "Listen, man, you should have taken that $150 million instead of waiting around and trying to be loyal because dudes end up selling that company for 300 million
Oh, the
and you
QC's
ain't get
conversation.
you ain't get none of that." Like,
Well, babe. Okay.
I mean, that's one. The other things that, like, when Q said, is that snitching? I don't know about the snitching part. Well,
That's
some of
what
the
I
stuff,
say. Is
my
it snitching?
some of the stuff that he talked about is technically snitching, but it's more of you having conversations with your significant other, and it's supposed to stay there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Now, are we discussing also the fact that he spoke to investigators?
Mm.
Oh well, that's something totally different. That's not
So
calls. That's straight uh, uh um
Cooperating.
interrogation. I don't know about cooperation, but that's just
That's
answering
cooperation.
questions that you, from
But he
what you
gave
were saying.
details. He gave
Yeah,
details.
but the only reason why that's viable, right? Because he made such a big deal about
Homeboy,
snitching and
um,
Gunna,
Gonna,
Gunner,
yeah,
yeah.
gonna.
right? But he didn't say nothing directly like Gunna did this because at first he said Gunna did nothing wrong.
Well, all right. So part of it now, when he spoke to the investigator, they brought up the whole Lil Wayne bus situation, and he called out and said, "Yeah, homie is the one that did it." You know what I'm saying? So plus certain other little things detailed out. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. Look,
Snitching.
so here's the thing with this whole thing, and I know everyone always refers back to Sammy the Bull. Like Sammy the Bull is like the poster child for snitching and stuff. And I keep telling people, I don't see it the same way. Sammy the Bull was 1,000 until he figured out that the man that he doing all the work for, he was the snitch. Like they caught him on audio, ratting out everything and talking about Sammy and Sammy this and Sammy. So at a point, Sammy looking like, hold up. I done took out my own brother-in-law for this dude. You understand what I'm saying? So
But that
now,
wasn't Gotti, was it? It was somebody
yeah,
else.
no, it was Gotti.
It was Gotti.
Yeah. So now at that point,
Yeah,
Sammy was like, okay, well, look, all bets is off the table. Cause yo, if I'm out here holding it down for you, I didn't say a word. You on tape talking about how I'm this and I'm that, and he did this and he did that. So now they basically got me off of you.
That's
So now
Montana,
at
man.
that point, now if you talking like you ready to get rid of me and all this, yo, I'm gonna have to do you before you do me. So I don't see that as the same as Sammy being a rat and this. Now, if Sammy went out and the two of them went out and they got caught, and now Sammy's singing like a bird before Gotti and yeah, Rat City all day. But not if he kept his mouth shut all the way up until that trial. Anybody go do the history on it.
Mm.
Everything was going until they started playing the tapes. They started all that stuff that went down at the oh man, what was it called?
but no matter what you're saying though, it still goes against quote unquote street principles, right? No matter what is said, you're not supposed to cross the line yourself.
But
It doesn't matter what they said about you,
but the
everything
problem
else.
the problem why I don't agree with none of that garbage. Yo, if that's the case, put Gotti on the list too. Put Gotti on the list too. Because Gotti at the time was so high. Remember, Teflon Don and blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah.
They erased everything off of him. No, nothing. Streets ain't put it on Gotti to say, well, yo, he's the first one that really was technically ratting out. Because you can't send the soldier out and then all of a sudden now you behind closed doors divulging all the things the soldiers doing and all the soldier just talking about him like he dirt at the end of the day when the man's basically he's going against everything, every principle, humanitarian principle, godlike situations, your conscience. You killed your own sister's husband. Like it don't get no worse than that. Your nieces and nephew now don't have a father. Like, yo, you know how much that takes a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Then you still going to Thanksgiving with everybody like, yo, what up? Everybody good? Like, yo, no. You understand?
It's crazy.
So at that point, if you're gonna put it on him, you gotta put Gotti right next to him. Gotti gotta go right next to him. And then the same principle goes here. Remember, the same thing that happened with Little C's and Little Kim's situation. You put the man in a bind at the point. Now, who's really down to say they're gonna do time when you, first of all, we ain't set this up together. We ain't sit down and had discussion and say, all right, look, that little Hot 97 situation, look, all right, we gonna say you ain't really know blase, and we gonna agree to that. Everybody's good. Everybody say, yeah, we good. You get up on the stand and be like, yo, I don't know Q.
Yeah.
Everybody like, what? But yeah, you can ask Black Auntie and AP. They know I don't know Q. And now
Yeah,
AP
but
and
Lil Kim stood, as they would say, stood tall and ain't say a thing.
Understandable.
But also the crazy thing about it is that we know now it was her boyfriend.
But the problem with it, and like what season certain people's, how I'ma say you don't know him. You got photos, we got all sorts of videos, we got a bunch of stuff out there with every one of us together. And you expect me now to go up there, lie, and be like, yeah, she don't know him. Then when they say lies, lock him up, I gotta go do time too, just to say I'm thorough, just to say I'm thorough. Cause it ain't, remember now, Little C's and Little Kim's on two different levels. Okay? One is rolling blunts and one is flying around with Versace. There's two different levels here. So ain't the comeback game is gonna be different for each individual. He could get locked up, come back out. I mean, he didn't get locked up and still would, floating. So imagine now if he did get locked up, who knows where it would have been still. Could be a little bit better, it could be worse. Little Kim, she come back out, they throw a parade. It's like who said it? Chris Rock before. It's like when you get locked up, you come out, they throwing parties, you go to college, you don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
We
yep.
idolize this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Ass backwards.
You
It's
understand what I'm saying?
just like they were talking about, not to jump off sort of, but it's still in the same realm. Like, you know that series that's out, Miami Kingpins,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Um, just think about what's happening, right? So these dudes that were hustling, that you can still see the remnants of what they did to the communities here in Miami,
Right.
not only in Miami but actually in Atlanta and Alabama. I could say Florida, Alabama, parts of Georgia,
Mhm.
how it affected our communities
Yeah.
and still affecting our communities now, that you still have some people that got hooked on drugs back then that are still hooked on those same drugs or
Mhm.
worse right now or dead,
Right.
right? And these cats do their time, they come out and they're being praised and lifted like they're heroes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So our young people are looking at that and they're like, well, shoot, I can
Do the
do
same.
this,
But
you know.
if you
I can be Jay-Z,
yeah.
sell a bunch of coke, do all this stuff, get with this girl that's famous, and you know.
Yeah.
So the aspirational thing is people looking at it, it's like, okay, well, I can do this thing too, but a lot of them, once they get caught up and in that room, it's a totally different thing, and you know, it's crazy, man. You got people like Mel Matrix. He just got back out.
Are he out now? Mel
He's
out?
out. He got out. He got out this week.
Word. How much time he did? About three?
7 years and
Seven
three
already that
months.
passed?
Yeah, man. Seven
Damn.
and three. And you got cats like Snitch 6ix9ine saying, "Oh man, he snitched. He should have done. He was fed time, so he was supposed to do 80% and blah blah blah." But uh,
Mm.
Oh, 6ix9ine saying that?
Yeah.
Mel
yeah,
should
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mel should have had more time.
He should have done more time, at least 80% of the time. But when you add the drug programs and the other two programs that you can take, good behavior,
Got
all that
shocked. We got
stuff,
a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
yeah, it cuts down. But what does it matter? Like, at all?
See, here's the thing with a lot of young dudes need to pay attention to also. So, back in the days they had some codes. And I think when it came to like Nicky Barnes, I think that was probably the last portion of the good ones. Prior to him, like the Bumpy Johnsons. Um Now when I was growing up, everybody that was in Harlem knew about Bumpy. One of my homeboys used to run numbers for Bumpy and stuff like that. So we knew about Bumpy and them. I really, honestly, me personally, I didn't really hear too much about Frank Lucas as much as they saying. Like we heard Nicky. Nicky was there. Bumpy was there. Stuff like that. But those people, if you caught an L, they took care of things.
Yeah.
So it was a different situation where if you sitting there and you say, all right, you know what? I'm gonna bite this one for the team because I know the team is gonna make sure my family's good until I get out. I'm gonna get something on my books. You know what I'm saying? And I still got a couple of heads in here that we need the muscles. We still good.
Yeah.
You can't put the money on these dudes. They'll tell you one thing and then tomorrow, oh,
Every month for
trying to
the
call. Nobody ain't accepting the calls no more. You ain't getting no ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying? Like all these little things start dying off. And you sitting here saying, well, yo, hold on. I'm doing a 20 bid for you. I could have easily just said it wasn't me. It was him. You took one for the team. But there's no guarantee that these people are going to uphold their half of the deal. That's the thing where I'm saying where all this code about this and that, yo, listen.
That's dead.
It's dead in the waters. Dead in the waters. Because nobody's keeping their end of the deal up no more. Period. Nobody. Because when one guy's sitting there saying, well, shit, it wasn't me that really did this. It was really him. And I'm about to go here to do. Because I've had individuals I know that had that same situation. I had conversations with them. Say, yo, so hold up. You about to do a bid? Yeah. You did it? Nah, I ain't do it. They did it? Yeah, they did it.
Yeah.
But you know how it go. Like if I don't.
I gotta stand 10 toes
I gotta
down.
take it because if I say it was them, then I can't come back in the neighborhood.
I don't need that on my jacket.
Yeah, you know. So I've had heads
jacket. Go get a blazer.
You know what I'm saying? Did 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. Come back home, or during the time period, they see this dude balling out of control.
Yep. Crickets.
Dude balling out of control, having a time of their life. And they can't reach them. And then they sending kites, send a kite out to him, tell him, yo, what? No. Who? It's just like the DMX thing when homie calling from the jail. Yo, what was homie name? What was DMX name in the movie in Belly? Buns. Hey, yo, tell Buns I'm trying to reach him. Right? They say, hey, yo, Buns, Blase, say he trying to reach you. Who? Blase. Yo, how you get this number? Right? Yo, such and such on the phone, Buns. Yo, how you get this number? I don't know. Yeah. Buns get on the phone. Yeah, what up? Yo, what you mean, what up? Hey, yo, dog, stop playing with me. You know what the deal is. Why ain't no money on my books? And why I gotta chase you? You know why I'm in here is because of you. Word. Yeah, all right. Click. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the other parts. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. You on your own. So now that person that's sitting down in jail now, you know how much thoughts is going through his head? Like, yo, what? I'm going to really do something to really end up in here when I get out. Because I'm going to come right back when I get out. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know what else? Well, let me let you finish with saying what you're saying. I'll say it.
Nah, but you know, that's the common thing now. So now if you're in there, and this is the thing that I've learned and I noticed that a lot of the OGs that was in there and they seen the young ones coming, and some of them even seen their own sons, got fathers and sons in there. And that's why they telling them right now, yo, all that code, dead that. It's dead in the waters because nobody's keeping their end of the deal up now. It's done.
No loyalty, man.
Nah, I think
know what else he exposed or snitched on was how fake the numbers are in the industry when he talked about paying the $50,000 to make sure Gunna got that placement on Billboard, right? Which is a basic
common.
It's a basic common thing that's done, and this is what I was trying to explain to y'all 2 months ago when we were talking about Drake. Drake had that's exactly what Drake was saying. I know that there's a way to do this, and this is what they're doing, and boom, like so you just, I'm not gonna say the amount of the number you need to have, but there's a certain amount of number of bought product that you need to have to be able to get onto the top 100 in Billboard.
Mhm.
And if you have that much sold, you're in the top 100.
Mhm.
Now, depending on how much you buy, is one thing, or you can go about doing the farm system and get the streams and stuff like that. So there's different ways that you go about doing it. Because realistically, um, it's just like somebody having 30,000 followers or 100,000 followers, right?
Mhm.
And they post something and they got 5 or 10 comments.
Right.
Mm.
You look at that, you
Yeah,
be like,
you know, off rip, yeah.
that's not real.
Right.
It can't be real, right? So we're living in these times, man, that the loyalty factor isn't there. The whole street whatever really isn't there in essence, because majority of the cats that are screaming that stuff are doing the total opposite.
Right.
Total opposite, you know. And slowly but surely we finding things out that like we never knew. I heard Wayne Perry's name so much, bro, so
Yeah.
much, and then I
Half
find
of them
out about,
ain't never been to DC to even know nothing about homie.
yeah, but then I found out this week. I found out about the
Wayne,
real Wayne Perry. Yeah,
Wayne was ill. Wayne was on a whole. It was on a
Ye-
different level on all different levels, if you know what I'm saying. But
I I never knew that he
oh, you
was
ain't know
on
that about
different
Wayne?
levels. I had
Yeah.
no
Oh yeah.
idea. I
Wayne was
said,
Wayne
I
was the
said
original Young Thug. If you know what I mean.
he was the real young. I
Yeah, the
mean,
real
like
and the original Young Thugger. Yeah.
Saucy
Wayne was
Santana,
yeah,
like
Wayne. But
that
see back then,
Oh,
but see the
okay.
thing with it, Wayne, nobody, people used to whisper. You see what I'm saying? Because Wayne used to have,
yeah,
all right, you know what? The best
they
person
had to
I could,
whisper, because if you didn't whisper,
right,
he would have
right.
killed you.
So the best person I could equate that to is Omar from The Wire.
There you go.
You understand what I'm saying?
He was the person that they kept
Yeah.
saying. I kept hearing that. That's one thing I did hear. I was hearing, well, um, uh, the person that they got those things from was Wayne Perry or Wayne Perry's crew, blah blah. But I just thought it was about him being
Mm-hmm.
a shooter, but
Mm-hmm.
not the whole what?
Yeah,
Come
the whole
on,
nine
man.
yards. Yeah.
Come on, man.
And that's when DC was hot. Like DC, yeah, it was hot. It was hot back then. It was hot. Okay. I was just reminiscing. I told somebody before that. I remember at one point they took off all the callback numbers on the payphones out in DC. Like you
What
wasn't the beeper portion of
the
things of
government?
you. Yeah, yo, DC was yo. I was out there one night with to check a homeboy of mine, and yo, they letting off shots. I could see the Capitol from where I'm at. I'm on the payphone with my man talking. And I remember saying to him, yo, so when they busting off shots right nearby me. And I'm like, them police and stuff that be over there for Pennsylvania, they don't come over here. It's like,
Not at all.
hell no. He's like, yo, they don't care about what's going on over here. Damn, this is crazy. I could literally see
Shooters.
the shit from across. Yeah, yo, this is different. I
That's where
mean,
DC.
yeah. DC was hot back then. The crack era, DC was hot. This DC was where that back then is what you consider going down south, DC, Virginia, them spots. You know what I'm saying? So
Just say The Wire was a tame
yeah, the wire
kind
was
of
on point.
depiction of what was going on, man. Like, and contrary to belief, right? Like, and it may shock some people for me saying this, right? But
Mm.
if it wasn't for um, the whole politicizing of what Trump is doing with D.C., Maryland,
Yeah.
Baltimore area, right? It would make sense to what he's saying, right? But because you know that there's a backdoor reasoning for what he's doing, it kind of erases what he's doing. But if if truthfully, if he were to do the same thing in Chicago, I I wouldn't be one of the people saying no, don't do it.
Because
There's other places you can go to because realistically, we've heard for years and years and years and years and years that certain things have been happening in the communities that haven't changed.
in Chicago,
But yeah, in Chicago. But the thing is, when you're doing it for political reasons, it
mm,
means that what's happening is only going to be temporary, just like projects,
yeah,
right? And it's not really there to do a real impact to change things. It's there just to, um, whitewash or prettify whatever it is, and then you go on to the next place, and then all that
yeah,
stuff goes right back.
yeah. I, I don't want to. I think we witnessed some of that the other day. The reserves in DC.
Really? Did you see them
Yeah.
cleaning up?
Now,
Yeah, yeah. There's
the,
some,
where,
some,
where we see them, it's
some.
just chilling, just walking around, regular, chilling, talking, eating,
A lot of them were bored. I'll
just
be
like
honest with you. A lot of them were bored.
just
Right.
like
Nobody
yeah,
Because
out there.
they can't do anything. I
I
mean,
took we took
legally,
photos with some. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they
they
don't
can't
even
do anything. But
yeah
understand, the only reason why they could do that in DC is because DC is not a what? A
yeah,
state,
part of right. Yeah.
yeah
right? It's so they have ability to do it there, and they don't have ability to do it anywhere else. That's why LA ended up getting
Philly,
revoked,
yeah, Philly,
and all those other places because
Baltimore,
legally it can't happen until the
governor.
governor
Yeah.
or the mayor
mm,
accepts it. But it
okay
can't be National Guard because it's illegal for the armed forces to be guarding or doing anything towards American citizens.
Mm.
they
And
just
it's important that people know those freaking laws because a lot of these magites and people have no idea. They just think, oh yeah, well he said it, and it could no, it
yeah
can't.
Yeah, it's not. Trust me. I saw a young dude post something, which again it just show you, the level. Young black dude walking through the neighborhood, talking about I could walk with my chains on out here. Thank to the president. Making it safe again, and it's like,
Idiot.
what you even talking about, homie? Like,
they don't understand
you know, it's like these are the things we try to tell them. Like, yo, you don't need the extra. You don't need extra
yeah
sauce on it. Like,
yeah
you could have came out before. It's
Big-
been at its low for the longest. So
Lowest in 30 years.
you
In
know,
30 years.
and what
And
made
this
it bad? I don't mean to cut you. What made it bad is the situation that happened in Chicago now, right? So they're gonna use this now as see what I told you, but it's like
yeah
Chicago's it's a whole different beast.
yeah. But as AP was saying earlier, you see reasons for them to be out there,
Mhm,
some places, and you're gonna see things like that sometimes.
mhm.
Sometimes it need a little bit turned up
Yeah, I mean, listen.
because we're not there, but we see things that we see on the
Well, that's
news
why I invite
and
people to always go out and
documentary. And
investigate for
yeah, you
yourself.
always been saying
Go
that,
out and see it for yourself.
yeah,
See, now, if we was to sit here and say, yo, I don't know if I want to go to DC, they wilding out there. They gotta, okay. We go out there, you know what they having? Jazz festivals and you know what I'm saying?
jazz
yeah,
festival.
Yeah.
Jam City, it's like
Yeah,
people in the park jamming out.
yeah. That's what
Everywhere, every corner we turned and everything. I mean,
that's what we
the
see.
most
Yeah,
excitement we saw was a car chase that was right in front of us.
The
That was
first
about
night.
it. As soon as
First
we got
night.
out the airport, there's like a highway chase right next to us. You know what I'm saying? That
Cut
was
me
about
off.
it. That was the only excitement that happened the whole entire time.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And we was driving around.
And the protest.
And the protest wasn't even
Yeah.
nothing.
It's political protest.
It wasn't nothing crazy.
Way out of cops. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, stop, move. Don't move.
So
Yeah.
it's you got to see it for yourself, man. And like I said, Chicago is something where you tell people, again, Chicago. Until I started going there more and more and more, I get a better understanding of it. You would, in your mind, you thinking Chicago is just like New York. Let's put it like that, right? We can say New York, and then you got Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, blah blah blah, Staten Island, all that, right? It's not. It's broken up into sections, but they're so far apart from each other that when you say Chicago, you say hood, you're talking about literally like 40 odd minutes away from like where the airports are. You know what I'm saying? So when you
South
get out the
side,
airport,
north
right? You know what I'm
side,
saying? You got areas that they call um
parishes.
no oh man you know with suburbs, right? Like you have the
Yeah.
east suburb, north suburb, stuff like that. You got Bolingbrook, you got Aurora, you got and I made a mistake one time. I said Chicago or something like that. It was like yeah, you're not in Chicago. I got out the airport at O'Hare and I'm like, yo, I gotta go to Chicago. I got something like, yo, I'm in Chicago. I was on the phone, I think I said, yeah, I'm in Chicago. And the person corrected me and said, you're in Illinois. You're not in I'm like, what? What you talking about? It was Chicago, homie. He's like, no, over there is Chicago. I'm like, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? But to them, it's a difference.
Like the street that turns off, what is it, Virginia?
Yeah.
And
It's
then right
really,
across the
yeah,
street is DC.
yeah,
It's
And
yeah,
it's
the
a
the other
difference.
side is Virginia.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it's
saying,
just a foot away from each other. It's
Same
crazy.
yeah,
thing, St.
yeah.
Louis.
I'm saying,
Now I've been in history classes for for years. I didn't know there was two St. Louis. There's Illinois St. Louis, East St. Louis, and then you have West St. Louis. As you cross that bridge, you're on a whole nother side of a different state and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just a river that parts the two. Now, when I got there, I'm like, yo, what up? I'm out in St. Louis. What part of St. Louis you in? I'm like, what you mean? I'm in St. Louis. I know. You in East St. Louis or you West St. Louis? 'Cause East St. Louis is Illinois. I'm like, Illinois? They're like, yeah. I'm like, until I went out, I seen it for myself, and they'll correct you ASAP out there. Nah, over there is the gutter. Over here is semi gutter. You know what I'm saying? So it's a
Yeah, for a
different.
minute, man, I thought Missouri was in the South. Right?
Yo,
I'm like, man, shoot. I had to sit there and be watching
Pimp
the
C.
stupid no BMF to look and
Okay,
be like, oh shoot, that's right under. Oh man, that's
Midwest.
nowhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Midwest. Like, man,
that's the same thing that Pimp C was arguing about when they say it's the South. You know what I'm saying? Like the time zones and different things of that nature. You know, so I think people cluster it all because of the twang. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got like the Mississippi, the Tennessee twang, the Alabama twang, the Virginias, you know what I'm saying? So I think once they get the twang, you just from down south.
we speak different
I
over
think
there.
Chicago probably is the only one where you hear Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Even though you got Ohio, you got all these different spots out there, they just label it boom, Midwest right there. You know? So all right, in closing now. All right, so let me I got something to advertise real quick, and I want everyone to pay attention to this. There's a men's conference called Elevate. All right. It's at CBC, Christway Baptist Church. And if anyone's familiar with it, it's right across the street from Miramar High School.
The address is 3800 South Douglas Road, Miramar, Florida.
Yeah, he gotta tell you the address because I don't know the address off heart. He be there more than I do.
You want to turn on the bass on that one, maybe.
The address is 3800 South
what
Douglas
course is
Road.
that? What?
So this will be happening September
September 13th.
13th, right?
Yeah.
From 10 to 2 p.m. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. If anyone is interested, there's a lot of different discussions for males to come and discuss different topics that are going within the community that a lot of males have to deal with.
Yeah.
Spirituality, community-based things, family life, economics, different things like that. So if anyone's interested, again, you can find them on YouTube, all the platforms, CBC and Miramar, I believe, right? CBC and Miramar.
CBC Miramar.
Right. So you can find them on the platform for
Not
that.
at Miramar, CBC Miramar.
CBC Miramar,
Yeah.
CBC Miramar. And again, like I said, males conference called Elevate Men's Conference at CBC Church.
Is there a registration for that? Is it free? Pay? What?
It's free.
It's free. It's free.
Yeah.
And
Not sure if you got to register though.
I think the last one.
The last one was registered because we had like the classes. So
regardless, just tell them you know
yeah.
Black RT. You good?
Yeah, just tell them you know me.
And it's good to carry a young man with you.
Yes.
Don't say it like that.
Yeah, don't say it like that, bro. What is going on?
Right, don't say it like that now. Yeah, don't say it like that. Yeah.
We know what.
Don't say you go to a different party than the rest of us.
Invite.
Going on that little island. Yeah, no.
Nah, he ain't getting no pass. He's getting killed right now. There's no pass. 21 Savage, all the rest of his homeboys that were close to him, Lil Baby, they all unfollowed him. So, there's gonna be some sort of retribution from it, but it ain't gonna last too long, man. He just gotta come out with a hit song, and everything else is forgiven. Yeah.
Go out in the world and be somebody.